Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexandra and today we're gonna be talking about the judgment. I heard this sound on TikTok and it goes, a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers will never make fun of you for creating a YouTube channel. A bodybuilder will never make fun of you for going to the gym. And it went on with giving the examples of how a person that achieved so much in a certain area will never make fun of you for doing, making a baby steps in the exact area. I heard it, I was like, yeah, exactly, because judgment is based on just two things. Either it's because of the jealousy, because I feel jealous of what they're doing. Like, I want to do the exact same thing, but I'm too scared. Or actions that a person does triggers something in them that they're too scared to admit. There are no other reasons for jealousy because there are so many things happening around us in everyday life. Why would I focus on somebody if it didn't trigger me? Like, even outside, you walk in the street, there are so many people around you. There are so many people around us, like even on social media, on the street, and at school, at work. In everyday life, there are so many people surrounding us. Why would we focus actually on this person if this person did not trigger us in some kind of way, If their actions did not trigger something in us. And if it did trigger us, why would it do so? If somebody was eating a sandwich, why would I care? Why would I care? But if somebody was, for example, eating a sandwich with their friends, laughing and being so, oh my God, it's so fun, it's so fun. And let's say I would be judging them for being so loud and so out there. Why would I care? Honestly, why would I care? Me being a secure person in myself, I would not give a shit. I'm sorry for my language, but I would not give a shit for what they're doing. If they're having fun with their friends, if they're having, just time of their life eating a sandwich. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I want to be just as them. I want to have fun like them with my friends. And it's either because, I don't have any friends, or because I'm too scared for acting like the real me with my friends, or maybe in public. There can be many reasons why it triggered me. If you actually go out there and you feel the judgment, somebody is judging you and they're like, oh my God, girl, I cannot believe you did that. I would never. Exactly. You would never, baby, because that's on you. They would be so embarrassed because it's not in their comfort zone. They are too scared to do this thing. When somebody judges you, it's on them because it triggers something in them. Oh, you would never do that. Of course you wouldn't, baby, because you're still not feeling safe in your own skill enough to do something like that. Oh, don't worry, you will get there. One day you will, don't worry. Let's say you're getting out of your comfort zone. Of course you're gonna be judged. Of course you're gonna be judged because you are going to trigger other people. You are going to trigger their comfort zones. You're going to trigger what they believe. They're gonna be like, how can she do something and still have fun? Oh my God, I cannot believe she is eating sandwich, being so loud and having fun with her friends. How can she? She's in public. I'm sorry, what did she do? I'm gonna say now an example from my own life. I eat a lot. I eat actually a lot. Sometimes people are like, oh my God, girl, I wish I had your metabolism, actually. And some people are like, oh my God, you're gonna eat that? You're gonna eat all of that? Seriously? Okay. I'm like, excuse me, miss? What was that? What was that? I'm laughing my ass off when somebody judges me, because if somebody judges you, it's not a you problem, it's their problem. If you're not hurting anybody, of course. And sometimes if you trigger somebody, it's because they start seeing you now as a potential danger. Let's say this one girl was always, just a quiet girl in class. She did not try to hurt anybody. She was just a quiet, shy, nice girl. And one day she was like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. I'm going to get myself out there, have fun, meet some new people, meet friends. The popular girls will not like that. Of course they will not, because they are not feeling secure right now in their place. They're like, oh my God, she might actually outreach me. What is she doing? Oh my God, she was always the shy girl. She was always quiet. They start judging because it triggered something in them. If you are feeling the judgment and it's like, oh, what did I do? Oh my God, I cannot believe I did that. It's because we believe that what they are judging about us is real. If I would actually believe that because I eat so much, it's so wrong of me, every time somebody makes a comment on that, I would be like, maybe I will not eat this, this snack, maybe I will not eat this dessert. But because I do not agree with them, I'm like, of course I'm gonna eat this. Of course I'm gonna eat this because this is what my body needs. Like if I feel hungry, if I feel like I wanna eat something like this, I wanna eat something like that, it's not unhealthy for me. Like I don't see any reasons for not eating that except just their comments. So I'm feeling secure. I know it's on them, and I think this is like the jealousy coming, because why else would you judge me for actually just eating? If somebody judges you, for example, you are trying a new style, you go out and you trigger somebody because they could never try a style like that, and they're like, what are you wearing? And you're like, oh my god, what did I do? Oh, I feel so weird, because you're still subconsciously in this place, like, this is a new thing, like, I should not try that. So maybe, if you still believe this is real, if you're catching yourself actually caring about other people's judgment, it's because you believe they are right, and this is not right. It shouldn't be like that, baby. Not trying to trigger somebody all the time actually just gives them the control of your life. And this is something I've been saying in, I think, every one of my talking videos. Not getting out of your comfort zone, not raising your standards, being scared of being judged. It's actually giving the control of your life to other people. I can actually assure you that even if you try, you will always trigger somebody. You will always trigger somebody, even if you're playing so safe, even if you're like, no, it's okay, it will always trigger somebody. You know why? Because it's not a you problem, it's a they problem. It's actually a they problem because it triggers something in them. They still haven't worked on that part, and we are all so different. Like, I can still be so safe, I can play so safe and be like, oh, I don't want to trigger anybody, and just be, a quiet, nice girl and have a good relationship with my mom. And it can trigger somebody because they're not having a good relationship with their mom, and they still are being hurt because of that, and they still haven't worked, their part in their head about that, and they see me happy with my mom and they start to judge me, and I'm actually just like sitting here doing nothing. So for you to try to keep safe, it makes no sense. It makes no sense because people are gonna judge anyway. Like, either way, you're gonna do this, you're going to do that. Doesn't matter, because they're always like, you will always trigger something in them. Why do you care what they think? Like, I used to be like that. I actually was very scared of what people thought about me, and now I cannot think of the reason why I was. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, but why? No, but actually why? And I think it was always just because I don't want other people to judge me. Why? Just because what they're gonna think. Okay, and they're gonna think, oh my god, so scary. What? Like, girl, so what? So they're gonna judge, and they are gonna judge. They always will judge. People will always judge you, whatever you do. If you're playing so safe that nobody almost can, see you, and you cannot trigger anybody, will you actually even live your life? Or will you just play safe all the time and be like this little bubble? Just, you're either going for something in your life and triggering some people, within your way, or you are not going nowhere. You are going nowhere. If you're not triggering anybody, you're going nowhere. And isn't this the point, for triggering some people along the way, for them to grow, for them to change? Because, okay, sometimes people will get nothing from this. Sometimes people will just judge and just go on with being, I don't know, not very nice people. And some people will judge and then they will be like, why am I like that? What is going on? Why am I feeling so negative about some other people, success? Like, what is wrong with me? Because I've been like that. I've been judging. I was judging. I think everybody was judging sometime in their life. I certainly was. And I'm not like that anymore. I almost never judge. And if I do, I'm like, what did I just do? Why did I do that? Like, it triggered something in me, and I tried to work on that. So I think this is the point of going with your life and triggering other people, for all of us to grow. If you make other people judge you, it's because you're going big, baby girl. You know how many people judge me right now? Like, I actually come from a very small village. There are a lot of really nice comments, and not only from people in my life, which I'm so grateful about, but also from complete strangers, and I'm like, those things are actually making me cry sometimes. But of course I'm being judged. How many negative comments I've heard? Well, let's just say a lot. And it's not always straight on negative, but it's always just like passive aggressive, you know? I do not give a F. I do not, because if I did, I would not be here. I would not try to go and reach other people. I would not try to get out of my comfort zone to actually become somebody in this area, because this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm actually so passionate about, and I'm trying to become, you know, a person in this area. So if somebody judges me, okay, I acknowledge that. Do I let that stop me? No. No. And if they judge me, I'm like, okay, that means I reached like higher. If you see somebody and you don't think they are meant for success, they are meant to succeed in a certain area, you will not be bothered so much. And if you see somebody and you're like, they might actually succeed, you will look, you will be like, oh. And if you're not secure, you will judge. So if people are judging you, congratulations. Remember, doing something is always better than not doing. And especially if the reason for not doing is because they will judge. But if you actually want to become somebody, if you actually want to make all of your dreams come true, if you want to reach all of your goals, you will have to swallow the fact that you will be judged. You will hear very hurtful comments, but if you do not let that get into your mind that it's something wrong about you, it's something wrong about them, you will live a peaceful life. What I'm trying to say is that if you are being judged, it's not because of you. If you're not hurting anybody, it's never a you problem, it's always a them problem. And if it's a them problem, why would you care about it? Why would you care if you're being judged? Do not care, do not let them get the control of you, of your actions. That's the worst it can get. Because then you're not living your life, you're letting other people play your life. I'm not only the main character of my life, I'm also a director. And it's not like I have everything being planned out, but I do know I want this, and that. And the rest, I do not know right now, but I will know in the future. And if not, I'm gonna be improvising, because I'm also the main character, but not only. It's not that other people can say, okay, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, okay, this is also weird, this is gonna be cut out, this is gonna be that, because then you have a very narrow thing what you can do in your life. No, be the director. Do not let other people dictate what you're gonna do with your life, either with their comments, with their actions, with your low standards. Nuh-uh. And if people in your everyday life are judging you and you still keep those people in your life, please watch my standards video. Please do so. I think this is everything that I wanted to say in this video. If not, I will sure be making another one. And if you want to see them, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next ones. Bye!